if I'm being held if they're being held to the same standards I am, which of course we know we're not, they should have walked away instead of continuing to engage.
Correct. But the more one side went, the more the other went, and then it just kept getting escalating.
Yep.
And while I didn't have the sense to say something about it because I wasn't quite all there, I did have the sense to memorize everything that happened.
Yep.
But
I mean,
I do that anyway.
at the end of the day, the thing that I do my best to remember is when it comes to things like this, people uh people make their choices,
Yeah.
right? Uh you know, I at that time wasn't as large as I am now. I'm much more solid now than I used to be. And yet, even still, I don't choose violence
Violence doesn't really get you anywhere in the end.
because black lives still don't matter. If the cops would have showed up to a house full of white people with one black man,
You would have been arrested or
oh, if
shot.
I'm lucky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Especially in
fact
that neighborhood.
the fact that I have to know de-escalation techniques so that I can survive says more about the current state of society than anything else.
Yep.
I have to be the calm voice when the trained police officer showed up so that I can go home alive.
Yeah, and that's not fair to you.
Wait,
Nope.
where you guys live again?
Oh, we live in California.
Oh, so yeah, that's even a bigger deal too.
Yeah, we live in the we live in
Progressive state.
one of the most progressive states you can possibly live in, and yet
What about
and
Chicago?
still, no,
So it's worse
nope.
than that.
Chicago was worse than that. I lived in Illinois for quite some time. They're very happy people on the surface,
The
but
Midwest is a horrible place to be in general.
So
yeah.
just don't go there at night.
Especially if
Is what you're
you're
saying.
not white.
Well, there's a sliding scale of places to go and not to go. California is one of the better places to go. One of the places I wouldn't want to go are most of the places in the South. I drive around Texas. There are, the people that you see in the Trump rallies that, if my daughter brought home a black man, I'd shoot him. Things like that. That still exists in the world. And it's unfortunate, but it's
If my son brought home a black man, I would clap the man on the shoulder and say, "Welcome to the family." I mean, what am I gonna do?
I would ask him if he is from if he had any lineage leading back to New Orleans, not to be racist, but to see if I can get a good gumbo recipe.
Oh, that would be nice.
My grandmother on my father's side had a good gumbo recipe, but I wasn't into spicy food at the time, so I missed it.
I have a good
Actually, my
jambalaya
aunt might
recipe.
have that. Actually, my aunt and my uncle might have that. My uncle on on my father's side, once my father passed away. I told you that my father passed away, right? Right,
Yeah.
right, kid. Yeah. He told me that he wanted. He had been respecting the fact that I didn't want a relationship with the family due to my father, but now that he's gone, maybe we could actually have a relationship. So he's
Hey,
got a house.
one of you guys want to do something real quick?
What's up?
Go to Discord and see if my Twitch is linked up to it.
I don't know
Your
how to do
Twitch
any of
is
that.
linked up to it.
Yeah, I want to say it is, but I'm not sure.
I don't know how to do any of that.
Yes, your Twitch is linked up to it.
Okay, and I also linked this Discord into my Twitch too. So we'll try to get more people to play.
I mean,
More people
we're,
into the
we're
role
looking
play.
more at the Patreon stuff. So if you want to pull the stuff off of my profile,
I can
there's a lot of
surely
links
do
that
that.
people can use off of my stream, off of my channel, that you can put on yours to bounce back and forth.
Is that on your Discord?
Patreon I have put together so we can pay for games for a group or servers or whatever we need for the group as a whole. I'm not looking for myself, just so you're aware. I'm looking at
Oh, yeah,
our
you're
little
fine.
community here as a grouping. Holy shit, there's a lot of yellow lotus on this mountainside.
Where would it be at? Your Discord or your Twitch?
It would be on my Twitch channel.
Oh. Is there a way to have Twitch installed on the PC instead of having to go through the web browser?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been going through the web browser this whole time.
Yeah, there's a stream tool. If you go into the streaming tools, Twitch is the first one listed.
Gotcha.
Oh, actually, they might have changed it recently because I remember I used to have the program set directly installed on my rig, and when I went to open it when you first started streaming, it's like, we don't use that anymore. You can go to the website.
To watch other people stream, you have to go to the website. But to stream, there is a program for that. I use it still. Most of the
Now
time.
where are you at? There you are.
We don't need a boar. One of the things I'm considering is seeing. Let me look at the rock nose again, because they have a gold rock nose, and they usually drop gold bar or gold ore. But how to tame them is what I need to remember.
Copy. I just got a privacy message from Patreon.
Okay.
It was like Patreon determines the use of personal data collected on your media properties and across the internet.
Go home, Patreon, you're drunk.
I'll say, what do I have on my computer that is personal?
If you have auto passwords set up, I'd say that.
My passwords are so easy, you can figure them out within like 30 minutes of trying to figure it out.
That doesn't sound good, my friend.
Well, the thing is, like, the only passwords I have like secure is like my my social security passwords and all that, priority passwords. Everything else, like YouTube and everything else, I couldn't care less.
Oh man, that reminds me of this one time my wife and I went on vacation in Disneyland, and we were only gone for like a week, and when we got back, our Netflix password didn't work. I'm like, that's weird. And so my wife went to reset our password because it was through her email, and they're like, no, you changed your email. And we're like, wait, what? So she called Netflix, and they're like, yeah, it looks like you changed your email and you changed your password. And it's like, when? And it's like right in the middle of our vacation. And then we're like, okay, where did this login happen from? And they looked it up, like, oh, yeah, someplace in Korea. And we're like, uh-huh. And our original address is set up for where? And they're like, yeah, you were hacked. I'm like, yeah. It just took them a handful of seconds to see where the login came from, and they're like, yep, yeah, you were totally hacked. We'll revert it to everything that you had prior to this most recent change. You'll have a password reset link that'll come through your original email, and then you can just change it that way. And it was annoying, but the most annoying part is that they had deleted our profiles, so all of our favorite shows and everything were gone, and we had to start from scratch. And it's like, dude, in what world did you think that was gonna work? In what world do you think someone pays for their Netflix and they suddenly can't access it, and they're not gonna do anything about it and keep paying for it? I mean, I guess if, like, as it stands right now, since Netflix lost so many of their proprietary things, so things like Disney Plus and everything else, I don't look at it as often, and it might take me a couple of weeks to get to it. But if you just like used my profile or used my wife's profile and just our watch history looked weird, it would take us months to figure out what was happening.
Yeah.
They just weren't smart about it. They just figured, that we were any one of a billion people that has Netflix that doesn't pay attention.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Neither do I.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what we were talking about, so I can input information if I can, because I've got a lot of information about what's coming up with Netflix soon.
Some hackers from like Korea hacked into our Netflix account a couple of years back.
Oh, because
And
we're
changed
talking
our-
about passwords.
Yeah, changed our
okay.
password, changed our login, all that jazz. Basically took over our Netflix account without letting us have any access to it. And my thought process is, what did you think would happen other than us undoing that? And it literally only took us a day or two to notice because we couldn't get into our own account.
Yeah. Do either of you share a Netflix account with somebody else that doesn't live in your home?
I have
Nope.
no friends.
Okay. So, Netflix is going to, or started a test run in a couple of countries of preventing people from using or sharing passwords.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna lose so much money off of that.
The way they're doing it is you can share your password, but it's going to cost you a little extra money.
Well, the thing is, I read or watched a video about it today too. I don't know if it was on TikTok or YouTube, but they're talking about you have to log in on your home Wi-Fi where you started your Netflix. But the thing is, if you move or something, you're not gonna be able to log into it on your home Wi-Fi at that point.
Yes, you will. Netflix. That's why Netflix did the test in other countries. What they found is when you move, as long as you remember to update your billing address, your account's fine. If you aren't updating your billing address anyway, then you're already screwing them out of money because most likely you're going to have to update your billing address for, say, your credit card that may have Netflix on it. And when you do that, Netflix can no longer bill to that account. So what they're telling people is if you move, make sure you update your billing address. That way, when you go to actually watch a movie, you don't get blocked.
That makes more sense. I wasn't understanding about that. I'm like, what?
Well, a lot of people are only taking part of the information and running with it as a negative as they can, because they don't want Netflix to change things, or they don't understand what Netflix is actually doing. What Netflix is trying to do is make up for the lost money of people sharing their passwords, because one out of 10 accounts doesn't share, and those other 9 accounts are sharing with anywhere from 1 other household to 5 other households, such as me, who shares with 3 other households. One of them has recently gotten their own Netflix account, so I don't have to worry about them anymore. But the others, it's just like maybe up to half of the normal cost for Netflix. You get the to get an extra member added, and that extra member then can use it at their house on your account. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, at your house, you can use it all you want. Any number of TVs, any number of people, blah, rada. But as soon as it leaves your house or your devices, because they have it set to watch your devices, so if you access it first time at home on your phone, for example, then that's how you'll get it. They're watching that. If you aren't going through those methods, then you're not going through the right methods. What is this key?
I think the thing that a lot of these streaming services forget is that most of us use these streaming service because it is
Available?
less. We use the streaming service because it is slightly more convenient than pirating.
Yeah.
Or it's slightly more convenient than balancing this or that or the other.
Alright.
Here's the thing: if Netflix
That's
would have
fixed.
pulled this shit 5-10 years ago, when they were not the only but the best game in town, they would have had a much better shot of pulling this off.
But you see, 5-10 years ago, you could watch it from anywhere, but you couldn't have very many, like more than like 1 or 2 accounts. Which meant that if somebody was watching it on one account at the house and the other person was watching it there, you couldn't switch between the two because you could only have one person streaming at a time.
Well, the streaming service as it was far different. It was a much different landscape than it is nowadays.
Yeah.
But on top of that, their primary form of making money was the disc. So it wasn't really as big a deal if more than one household was trying to use a streaming service, because A, they couldn't do it at once, and B, they were still only sending a maximum of 3 discs to folks. So that's, whatever.
They did make it up to 5 at one point, but it could only go to one address.
Yeah, but I mean, once their streaming library really opened up, it stopped mattering.
Yeah. And now what they're trying to do is make up, again, for the people who are using the account but aren't paying for it. Did that just take me to the jungle?
Also, while we have time, I linked the Patreon to my Discord.
Okay, sweet. Nope, I found another way into the volcano. I think. I don't know that I like this way into the volcano, though.
I don't know why, but my knee-jerk reaction is like, why? Is it through your mom's house? And that's dumb, and I know it's dumb, but it's still in my brain.
It's okay. You can think it's through my mom's house all you want. I'll just tell you you're full of it. No, I'm fighting an undead. He can't quite make up his mind where he wants to go. So I can just shoot him indefinitely. Because he could get to me if he walked to the right path. All I have to do is just keep going forward. I don't actually know what this is. Did they change how you get to and from the... Oh, this is the pathway to the jungle. They changed it. Okay. I saw and I found that trying to go to that pathway that goes between the Northlands and the jungle, or to the jungle side, takes you to a boss. And that boss casts lightning on you. The area goes dark, there's lightning bolts that attack, it's insane. That didn't mark it, I can mark it myself.
Then apparently an entire metallic poster set for memes, and one of them is oh man, I can't even think of his name right now.
I forgot, but I want my Twitch chat up.
Leonardo DiCaprio as Candy from Candyland from Django Unchained with his little glass of like Chardonnay chuckling. Oh, that is the ultimate meme.
Sounds painful for Leonardo DiCaprio. I remember Django Unchained. That got violent really quickly. I mean, it was necessary violence, but still.
Where did I go? Oh, I streaming with friends, and someone followed me.
Congratulations. I'm currently trying to find a way up to the volcano. That's suffering. Not
Let's do this.
Pokemon in 3D. Gentlemen, you have my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
Pokemon 3.
Pokemon in 3D. Who's
Oh.
just looking at the Calvin Candy memes.
Gotcha.
Alright, let's.
Yeah, it's where I'm currently at. That's causing me extreme cold.
Also, how hard is it to set up like a actual Discord channel and stuff?
Not hard.
Because I've been meaning to want to do that, but I'm not sure how to or if it's worth it.
Channel or server?
Both.
Well, a channel is usually within the system already, or is within a server. So
Oh, so the little different sections.
yeah, so like what we have here, we have the general gaming info, the Legion, scrap mechanic, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Those are channels.
Oh, okay.
The Nine-Tailed Legion server is the server.
So which one's harder to do?
Neither one's actually really hard at all.
What do you have to do?
Tell it to create a server.
Oh.
Discord has a walkthrough tutorial for it that's better than I am at explaining it. Only because I know that they have all the details and they designed it specifically so that everybody can do it. Whereas I'll give you technical terms accidentally and unintentionally over and over and over again.
Emotionally, superficially,
Yeah.
metaphysically.
Metaphysically, I try to avoid, but you can't always.
You know what they say, you can't always get what you want. Though I hear tell if you try sometimes, you just might find you can get what you need. Alright. Check in with my wife and remind her that I could have been making a character this entire time if she told me what level we were making characters. Be right back.
Yeah, I just figured just in case like it might not be anytime soon, but like you know how like gamers usually disband after a while, or whatever. I figured take one on my end, so I have it.
Fair enough. I don't think we need any hide anytime soon. So yeah, if you want to get a server running, it can be done. It can also be a pain in the ass if you aren't watching how channels are made. The permission system. Permission system is probably the hardest part of the whole system. And that's only because the permissions go through a process to say, okay, well, I want to give this person access, but this person's, or this channel is, or this role is higher than this other role, so that other role, or this role gets precedence over the other role. And so on and so forth. It gets problematic if after a while.
Honestly, because I'm in like a couple different servers and like with a couple big They're not really big streamers, but one she has, or two females I'm following, they have decent followers, and the other one I'm following, he has decent followers, and theirs is set up pretty cool too. So that's why I wanted to try to start one again. Only thing is, I'd have to have like, whenever I get like a lot of people in it, just moderator or something.
I mean, if you're not comfortable with server hosting and stuff like that, having somebody set it up for you would probably do you a lot better. But what you would want to do first is create the server and then have someone come in and just give them the admin rights to make all the changes you need.
Oh, there's an option for that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's see. I wanted to check out Borderlands 3 with new graphics. I installed a whole bunch of games because I wanted to see the graphic styles.
well, hello, people. Welcome to the stream.
Hi, streamers.
Oh man, I need to get night vision or binoculars. It does not help adjust his being at nighttime with these binoculars. Alright, I'll be right back.
I have returned.
Hello, welcome back. I'm testing out graphics for Borderlands 3.
Oh yeah, I own that game.
I have the entire series of Borderlands, minus New Tales from the Borderlands. It's the only one I haven't bought yet. I don't own all the DLC, however. I forgot I'd beaten this game with this character. How do I get back to my ship? Back to Sanctuary. Yeah, I've got 20 games installed now. Saul and I went through Ark the other night to see how the graphics looked, and let me tell you, it is a lot different. I felt like I was playing a brand new game.
Hmm.
I'm gonna do the same thing to Deep Rock Galactic later when I remember to do it. I just ran out of things I wanted to do with Conan because I keep dying on my way to the volcano.
Understandable. I have now printed a copy of Leonardo DiCaprio from Django Unchained's meme. I can now put that on my office door.
There you go. Sure, Atris won't mind.
No, I'm talking about my home office store.
Oh, that's a different story. It doesn't matter what Atris thinks then.
Yeah, if I just cared that much about what I put in the office, then I wouldn't be taking in my "you can't make everyone happy, you're not a taco" sign.
Oh, and ain't that one a lie? Tacos don't make everybody happy.
I mean, everybody but your wife because of the smell.
I thought I could sell stuff to you.
I forget which one it was, but I like the one where Claptrap keeps calling you his faithful squire.
That would be
That's two.
Tiny Tina's.
No,
Um,
I think in Tiny Tina's he actually makes you a squire, but there's
I,
a random one where he just calls you his faithful squire.
it would be Borderlands 2, and I think that's still under the Tiny Tina's um, DLC.
No, I think this is a base game I'm talking about.
Then it's Borderlands 2. Because Borderlands 3, you don't really get much interaction with Claptrap outside of the first area, and his ass sealing a hole inside of the spaceship.
I remember that.
Then again, I could also be wrong. It has been a while. Ghost Watchers.
Funny, I originally got Borderlands 3 to play with Leland, but he's so sporadic with his playing of the game.
Yeah.
Sometimes he'll play with you every single day, and other times he'll just not like respond at all.
Yeah. I mean, again, I do miss playing with him, but I'm not going to put myself through that hell.
Yeah.
Whatever
I have
he
lots.
thinks.
I have lots of good memories with the man, but for someone who claims to not want drama, he does bring drama to lots of situations that don't need it.
He's really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why he doesn't like drama, because he wants to be the source of it.
Well, the thing about it is, he has created his own destiny with this sort of shenanigans, right? He doesn't he doesn't leave his house or go anywhere or talk to anybody not on the internet.
Right.
So the only places that he goes, the only people that he really interacts with, is entirely of his own making. So if he doesn't go places, talk to people, yada yada, do any of that stuff, then there's then there's zero interaction. And it's just like, come on, my dude.
Yeah, that's something I've never understood.
There are only so many people that are going to put forth the amount of effort. If all of the effort to maintain a relationship is on you, and then this person is, doing all of these things to just not make it easy for you to interact with them or be their friend or go places with them, eventually you're going to be like, hey, all right, you know what? I'm sure you're great and all, but I can't.
It's basically like the concept of you texting first 24/7.
Yeah.
And so, I love this guy. He's a great guy, but back when I was still living in the area where he's at, I would have him come over over the weekend, and we'd play video games. How I played through several Xbox games. That turned into being weekend to being week-long trips to being I had to tell him I was taking him home because I needed time away.
Yeah, that's reminds me of numerous other people that Bedlam inherited.
Yeah.
Like Paul, who had to be taken home occasionally because if you didn't take him home, he would continue to just crash on the couch until he had a cloud of funk around him because he wouldn't shower anywhere but at home.
Yeah. Oh, they changed the game again.
Oh.
Like he got grounded.
Oh. What did they do this time?
So now they have you actually starting inside of the box, laying down.
Interesting.
That's the start. I'm playing in a world I've already got a bunch of stuff built in and whatnot. So I'm going exploring. Oh, they did a full game story reset, so you have to go through the story all over again.
Ew. I hate when games do things like that, and then what they actually change isn't major enough to really warrant it in the first place.
And then in the process of that, it looks like some of the buildings that I built got changed. Actually, no. I think this is the one you were building. Maybe?
Yeah, I was playing in a multiplayer game with you where I started building a building and then I stopped playing.
Yeah, we all stopped playing.
There's another game like Grounded coming out this year called Small Land, where it's the same concept, but it has to do with like little fairy people, and it's not as cartoony.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's why I can't see, because I have my light on.
Why don't you have a light on?
No, I said my light was on. That's why I have a glare and I can't see it in the game.
Gotcha. July.
That's why I need to buy the night vision goggles or the binoculars.
Because you're blind?
Well, I mean, I do wear glasses, so.
That's fair.
No, my vision's also really fucked up, according to the Navy, so. But I was still able to join it, so. Yeah, I want to say I don't know if you guys know anything about like prescriptions or anything for the eyes, but the left one I want to say was like -5, -4.
Oof. Yeah, I'm at 3, and my optometrist is like, if you go much further from here, they don't make contact lenses in that prescription unless you custom order them.
Yeah, that's what mine says. I have astigmatism in my left eye. My left eye is lazy eye, and my left eye has -5. I'm like, can I just try to get? Because the reason why I joined the Navy is so they can help me out with health insurance, and I was gonna try to get LASIK, because I'm not paying $2,000 for LASIK. But they said that it's supposed to help it, even if it's a little bit. And I'm like, shit, if it helps a little bit, it's all that matters.
I paid more than that for my computer.
Yes, you did. And I'm sure your
Oh,
wife.
Philly, I'm not sure you were here for that. So I cut my hand while doing a craft project, and then it got infected, and I was in terrible pain.
Oh.
So before I realized that's what had happened, because weed's legal in my state, I got really high and went window shopping on Amazon and accidentally bought
Oh yeah, you did tell me that.
$2,700 Alienware tower. Yeah. I mean, it's great. It runs every game I ever own and have ever owned on ultra settings. But
I think you said that yesterday when Kit had to go
He
do
wasn't
something,
here yesterday.
or no, it would have been 2 days ago.
Wednesday. Yeah, I wasn't here yesterday.
I love how people text me to go on Fortnite with them when I'm live on this app called Live Me and live on Twitch already playing a game.
Hey man, I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Yep.
Just here.
Oh, I've discovered this YouTube channel with this guy and his wife and his friends that watch bad movies. It's basically Mystery Science Theater.
Okay.
It is the best because they're just regular dudes.
Why is that so much just regular dudes? Well, I found a new resource I've never seen before. It's called Journey Marble. Your mom is probably looking. That's new. They have a tool called Peep a Creature. Where you basically put your hands across your eyes and you spot the creature. Oh, it gives you information about the creature after that. Okay. just blew up the labs. Okay. I'm gonna quit. What else did I install? Oh, we're going to decrypt later. Arc. Just make sure, yeah, Wicked's not on. I don't want her yelling at me for playing a game that I told her I wasn't playing anymore. Y'all still there?
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here.
You guys got really quiet.
Oh. I was focused
Okay,
on my
Philly
game.
was screaming.
Yeah,
Quiet.
it says I have one person on, but I don't think I do.
You might.
It always says one person though.
Why does it keep loading up Arc's VR system? I can't play Arc in VR.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
What, do you not have a headset?
It's not VR capable.
Oh.
And yet every time I start it up, it starts up the Oculus software. Like, if it's VR capable, then I know what I'm going to start playing. Sorry, Nate. I'm going to drag you into it too. Did your wife tell you what level you're playing?
7, yeah.
Okay. Good luck.
Wait, I'm confused.
Tabletop game.
Oh, that was great. This comedian is getting heckled by some guy in the back, and he's like, "What's your name?" And the guy says his name, and he's like, "Oh man, I'm sorry, that's not for you, man. Sometimes it's not for you, but I feel bad you paid all this money, so I'm gonna teach you a life lesson, okay? Sometimes you pay a bunch of money and you don't get comedy, and that's not fair. You know what else isn't fair? If a guy sleeps with a lot of women, he's called a player, right? Everyone knows that. That's not an opinion, that's fact. But if a woman sleeps with a lot of men, she's called, and he says that guy's name's mom. Oh, oh.
I like that one. That one was...
It's great because he brings you in with the story, and you don't know where he's going with it until he hits you with it, and it's like, oh.
Wait, hold
so
on.
good.
Comedian?
Which comedian?
He's an English comedian. I'm not sure you guys have ever heard of him. He has
Carr?
a terrible laugh. What?
Jimmy Carr?
That's the one. Yeah.
Yep, I know him.
I love Jimmy Carr. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
Follow him on TikTok just for that reason.
Jimmy Carr and my other favorite, really, fuck, what's his name?
Hey.
He
The
does a
guy
lot
who
of-
was in the guy who was the English version of The Office.
No. Anthony Jeselnik.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Oh, this guy does a lot of dark humor. His cadence and joke telling is so. His timing is almost perfect. Like it's natural occurring. I'm not sure how much of it is actually naturally occurring, but it feels natural. And he keeps you hooked on the jokes for a while.
The ladies love it when it feels natural.
Oh, I know.
They don't like that artificial shit.
I'm starving. I had food.
What are you playing now?
I jumped over to Ark.
Oh,
Oh, you started playing Ark again, huh? Well,
I'm just, again, it's graphics wise. Just to look at graphics a little bit.
It's a gateway, man. You think you're getting into it for the graphics, and before you know it,
I'm
you're
back.
breeding dinosaurs again.
I just had to see this scenery. I tried GTFO again today.
I told my mom what the acronym for GTFO meant. She was so put out. She's like, "How could you?" Because I'm like, you know, it's Thanksgiving. You can come over. We can hang out. We can have some food, right? And when you're done, you can GTFO. And she's like, "What does GTFO mean?" I'm like, "Get the fuck out." She's like,
Did you just say it or did you yell it?
"No, I said GTFO." I'm
Oh.
like, "When you're done, you can just GTFO." She's like, "What?"
No, like
Yeah,
when you explained it to her.
Called GTFO.
Yes.
Oh,
Ask me no questions, and I'll tell you no lies.
Tell me no lies, and I won't ask you any questions.
I'm for
Oh,
ginger
okay.
ale.
I already had my cup of ginger ale for the day. I'm on water.
Having some ginger ale because I have
Oh,
taken an antibiotic for my hand infection and makes my stomach very upset.
ginger. I drink ginger ale whenever I feel nauseous. Or like today where I feel like my sugar's a bit low. You can thank Tina for that one. And I thank her every time I have one.
Right back.
what is global illumination?
Global illumination, that's the main light source.
So should I have that on or off? I might turn it off, see if that helps with picture.
We'll go hunting.
You gonna join? What, hunting an ark?
No.
Oh, the hunter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you want to try out this map with me?
Sure.
Say it's a pretty new map. It is pretty big. Like I mean, I don't know how big it is compared to the rest, but so far it's decent. I've explored a lot of area.
I'll give it a shot.
And you're just in time because it is 2:41 in game. So it's just about to be morning.
You do, however, have to set it to a multiplayer game.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Wish there was a setting where you can save a multiplayer game and just restart it up.
That would be fun.
Now I gotta figure out which region it is.
Oh, don't worry about region. Just go in and create game at the bottom. So on that first multiplayer page, that's all.
Oh,
Those first two options are for joining a game.
oh, okay.
The bottom, the create game lets you do all of that fun stuff. You just have to remember what the name of the map is.
Yeah, that's what I have to go figure out real quick. You know what? I'm going to just continue it and then go in the game and figure out the name. Now where does it say the map? Oh, look. I think that's it. The name of the map is usually one of the regions in the game, right?
No.
Oh.
a sec. I'm going into my game and I'll pull up my map and let you know here in a second. So to tell where you're at. That's not it. Okay, so go into your map
Okay.
and press H.
H.
The orange one is the map you're currently on.
It says Layton Lake, but I don't think I'm on that one.
Under reserve details on the right, does it say Layton Lakes?
Yeah.
Then that's the one you're currently on.
But I can hover over other ones and do the same thing, and it'll bring up that one that I'm hovering. Actually, hold on. Am I actually on Layton Lake? Is that a DLC map though?
No. Layton Lake is one of the ones you get normally.
Oh, because I'm on a DLC one right now. But
If it's showing you Layton Lake as the map that you're on under reserve details, it's not a DLC one. However, if you moved your mouse after you hit H, then it's not showing you the right one.
yeah, because every time I opened it, it said Layton Lake, and then I hover over other ones and it shows those. Game reserve.
Go in your map, your main map. What's the name of the district you're currently in?
Oh, I figured out which map it is.
Okay.
Alright, so it's Control Colonists. Yeah. Create game. Oh, never mind. If you just go to multiplayer, I guess it just automatically pops up.
Layton Lake does, or Hirschfelden
Oh.
does.
Mine shows up as the one I was playing, apparently.
Mine just shows the last one I was in. So,
Private or public?
if you do public, people are gonna join on you.
No, I'll do it private. Alright, creating it now. And this one I like it because it has a bridge that's going over a lake, and it's pretty cool to walk on, just for the views.
Just don't forget to invite me.
Just sent it. Alright, and before you move, look at the map real quick and look south. Look how much fun I had on this map.
Yeah, this is actually a smaller map.
Honestly, that's what I was thinking. I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Quattro Colinas Game Reserve.
How do you pronounce it?
Well, it looks like it's Spanish, so it's the Quattro Colinas. Looks like it's Spanish. Could be Portuguese, which would be very similar sounding.
Oh, gotcha. here come the wolves again.
Hmm.
They are adamant about killing you if you like sneak up on them.
I'm not surprised.
Dude, I shot you fucking 3 times in the chest, 4 times, and you're still moving? I'm about to be dead again.
What's up?
These wolves. I shot this one 5 times and it still didn't die. And it was with a rifle too. But they disappeared, so I don't know where they went.
Now my rangefinder is working. Perfect. I just scared off all the goats I was hunting though. What's there?
Yeah, I shot him in the left lung and liver, which is 61%, and then I shot him in the skull. Because I tried to shoot him in the heart, but his head was down. I thought he said he was going to do something.
He might be. I don't know. Well, he said he would be right back and
Oh.
then he logged off. So my guess is he probably went to bed. Which is fine. He's allowed to do that. He is an adult, last I checked.
Oh, he is off the chat. I didn't hear him leave. Say that, and he has the kid too. So.
Huh?
I said that, and isn't he the one that has a kid?
No, I'm the one with the kid.
I thought he had a kid too.
Nope.
Ah.
Now. I can just sit where the road deer show up at like 7 in the morning. Just sit here for a little while. Actually, if they're a road deer, I'll just take the lure regardless.
The what?
There's a collar for the road deer.
Oh, I didn't know there's different colors in here.
Yeah. Not for all the species, but you know.
Yeah. I wish you can see the tracks without your flashlight on. found anything yet?
Nope. Well, I mean, I'm tracking a roe deer, but problem is I'm downwind of most everything. Also a pack of pigs that are crossing over field here. All herd of fawns. Roe deer right in front of me somewhere. See if I can spot that roe deer. There he is.
You also got those little mountain goats, whatever you want to call them, the Mouflins. There's a resting zone in front of you.
Yeah, there. I just spotted that.
Okay.
There's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them here,
Oh, jeez.
and a single roe deer that I've been tracking. That looks like it's watching me. 100. Trying to get ahead of it here. Downed it, and it's running. I did not run very far yet, but all the goats are running too. All in the blood for now. I know you wouldn't hear my shot either because I'm using a bow.
Yeah, and I'm almost 2 kilometers away from you.
You, with a proper gun, you would be able to hear it from that far.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, look. I just didn't hit a vital organ. Got a nice trophy ready.
Did you have a warning near you?
Yes,
Okay, I heard that all the way over here.
that's a roe deer.
I don't know. I didn't see it, but I heard it.
Yeah, you probably heard it through my speakers,
Oh.
because I have my speakers up, so I can hear them.
Well, you got a roe deer and I got a roe deer. Ooh, that's a big one. I'm gonna have to go track him. I hate when you get up close to something and they give you a warning call and then move when you don't realize it.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Oh, okay. They wanted to come see me, I guess.
That's helpful.
And a hare wanted to come see me, I guess, too.
Or there. Oh, it's close to me. Pretend to be. There she is. I hit her. No, I missed her. Okay. There's a pheasant. Bunch of pheasants out there. Almost 200 meters away, though. And there's that road here. There's another one. Road here was going after me.
Oh, that's why it took forever. I hit on its flesh. I'm dead soon.
Why?
Did you hear the wolves?
Nope.
Oh, yeah. If you hear them howling like really loudly, you're close to them, and it won't show you like a warning or anything.
No, that's normal.
Oh, I've always had them be near me when that happens.
No, I mean them howling like that is normal.
Oh, without giving a warning.
Yep.
Oh,
When you're right on top of them, they'll growl. Typically when you're about to be attacked, they should be growling.
yeah, they do.
Good. Daytime enough. I don't need the
Flashlight.
night vision anymore.
Chop that shot.
I shot too high. Twice. pack it in and head to bed for the night.
Alright.
Fun. I'll talk to you later, Philly.
Yeah.
Nah, buddy.
I don't hear them disconnecting anymore. That sound might be fucked up.